On first down, it's gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Switch, double up. Watch tight end's right.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Touchdown, Chicago! Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
14. And it's getting it home. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Out of the gun. Gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, let's go. Show Brown. Brown.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Target. 58's Mike, 58.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a 2nd and very long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Running right, here's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Tiger, Tiger.
Take 4, take 4.
Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right there, 56. I'm coming.
They go play action. Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good size, baby. That's baby size. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 6 gone. Check 6 gone.
Here's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check right. Hey, high 7. These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Right 20. Hey, watch your legs.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, gone. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Super. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Here's Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Again, let's fire you up. Don't get nervous. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught by Ginn. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
At the Rams' 15-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Trubisky to throw, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 23 yards on the play. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Now you won. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Bears' 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now you won. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play. Hey, Echo.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11. Five.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 24, Goff throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but now it'll be third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. Woods, the intended receiver.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Lock in.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
58, right over. Louis. Mike, 58, right there.
65.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Hey, team 6.
Come on. Whoa. I'm coming, baby. Trick. We got tricks. We got 3.
Cornell.
58.
Hey, Shell.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A run here with Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Check. Say.
They'll run it here with Brown. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mike, 58, right? Hey, let's go. Brown.
58, boy. 58, Mike. I got you, boy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll run. This is Brown. Wiggles free. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Smooth.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, check right.
12.
55.
Danny.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Get up. 180.
Go. Tie that left.
Get up. Mike, 40, 18.
It's been a long day for you.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert.
Crash. Whip.
Watch out for West.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
But it's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
5.
58.
We're good. Turbo, 7.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Watch out the quickness.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like 20. Hold on. Check.
Exit. Jim.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Next to score, Bears 24.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bears, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.